What's happening, everybody? This is Mike's Total Dragon Channel. I want to talk a little bit about the announcement of Matt Fraction coming to Batman and why I am such a fan of that, why I'm excited for it, and not just because me and him went to high school together, but I think that he is a guy who has shown the ability to write compelling characters in the past, specifically the billionaire superhero, like his work on Iron Man, his work with Iron Fist, characters that are kind of along the same lines as Bruce Wayne is, that billionaire, playboy, philanthropist type deal. So I think he handles that very well. I think he also is someone who puts a spin on characters. By that I mean he writes them very much in touch with their humanity. His work on Iron Man is basically, his work on Iron Man, it is very much the blueprint for, the character we have now. Before Fraction was on Iron Man, Tony Stark was essentially just the 80s businessman. Fraction came on and able to incorporate that smart aleck attitude, that the quips or what have you, and his run on Iron Man was so successful that there was actually two Iron Man books at the time, and Fractions was the second one, and his ended up becoming the one that was the ongoing and the one that eventually became the standard for the character we see now. He was able to give Tony Stark some personality. He worked really well with Iron Fist and establishing all that lore. So I'm really excited for Fraction to be back into comics, specifically the big two. I thought he was gone. I thought we had lost him to Hollywood for good. He had so much work. He was so heavily involved with Apple TV in the Monarch TV show, the one that's about Godzilla and the Monsterverse. He's got his name and his handprints all over that show. So I thought for sure he was gone to Hollywood, never to be back with the big two again, as you see a lot of creators do, because the money is so much better and the work is I don't want to say easier, but you're definitely under less of a deadline, as opposed to having to put out a monthly book working on a TV show like that. So I'm very glad to see him back, Fraction. And to me personally, as a fan of his, I'm more excited about that than I am seeing a rehash of Hush with Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb. So I think this is a very underrated move by DC, and one that's not being talked enough about or celebrated enough. And the big thing they're doing with it is they are launching it with a #1. So you're going to get 6 issues of Hush. Then the Lee and Loeb Hush is going to go on hiatus. And then the Fraction Batman is going to come on with a brand new #1. So that's going to get even more eyes on the book with that brand new #1. So all in all, I am very excited about this, and I cannot wait to pick that book up. And I highly recommend it to everybody out there. Give it a chance. It's Batman. You know what to expect with Batman. Batman's gonna, it's not some book that you can take a flyer on and it's going to be really disappointing. The character and the history of the characters and the rogues gallery and everything, they're already pretty well established, and now just Fraction's going to put his own personal touch and spin on it. So I'm definitely looking forward to it, and I can't wait to pick it up when it comes out. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.